Hello viewers, this is Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot. I've had requests to read on Mayor Pete Buttigieg. Okay, so I actually looked up his pronunciation of his name. Of course, we're going to call him Mayor Pete, which is what he advises us to do. 37-year-old mayor from South Bend, Indiana, which has a population, as I understand it, of 100,000 people. Now, he's also an ex-veteran. Wow. He's also in a relationship with his partner, and he's gay. What a breath of fresh air! 37 years old, really stepping outside the boundaries here of what he describes as a 30-year rule of conservatism, which of course encompasses Republicans and Democrats. Now, he's launched this exploratory committee to explore a presidential bid in 2020. I'm absolutely, what I've seen of him makes it's refreshing. Okay, his energy is refreshing. He's clever. He's funny. He is unlike anything that I've seen currently in the Democratic presidential race in the US. His responses to Trump, to gaslighting, to what Trump had to say after the New Zealand attacks, again, a breath of fresh air. There's not a lot of political speak in Mayor Pete's arsenal, if I can call it that. It's actually straight talking, and it's resonating on the ears, or it's resonating on my ears, and judging by the reaction to his mayoral bid, it's resonating on a lot of voters' ears as well. Okay, so yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting, and it's you wanted a breath of fresh air. Well, here's Mayor Pete. Okay. You wanted the breath of fresh air. You wanted something to take you away from Donald Trump and the corruption, the alleged corruption. You wanted something to take you away from the tired old politics. You even wanted something to take you away from Barack Obama's Hope and Change, which I will read on in the next few days. I'm warming up to that one, because Hope and Change isn't simple, is it? Hope and Change is long-reaching. Hope and change can mean winning, and it can mean losing, and it can mean reflection, and then it can mean getting back up and going again. It can mean all of those things. So, Mayor Buttigieg, God bless his cotton socks. Let's have a look at him. What do we need to know about Mayor Pete? Okay. Has Mayor Pete got the support? Is Mayor Pete going to be able to get the support? Is Mayor Pete going to be able to harness some support? What do we need to know about Mayor Pete, Peter Buttigieg? Wow, he's got I feel he's got is it a tailwind? Because I got an image of him with a huge push. I feel he's come forward at this particular time as a direct... he's getting pushed from spirit to do this. It's almost like when, I'll digress just for 1 minute. When we have these gut feelings, when we kind of do things that we don't necessarily, might not have planned, and something comes to us out of the blue, and we feel it so strongly we do it. That, I feel, is what he's doing here. He is actually quite in tune with himself. Of course, he'd have to be, wouldn't he, to be so refreshing. He'd have to be right in tune with himself. Okay, so I'm getting kind of a randomness to this reading, which is really interesting, because I feel that I'm picking up on his energy. Yeah. That's what I feel. I feel in a way that I'm picking up on his energy, and it's almost makes you open your eyes a little bit wider. It's like a mist, a refreshing mist in the eyes. Okay. Wow. And it also makes you understand how deep in the trenches we've all been with Donald Trump, how deep in the muck, in the hot mess, in the in that murky pond. Okay, we've been deep diving into that murky pond. Why have we been doing that? It's the only way the water will clear. But Mayor Buttigieg, no deep diving there. Okay, let's have a read on Mayor Pete Buttigieg. What do we need to know? Is he going to be successful? What's his exploratory committee going to find? Why has he stepped forward? What do we need to know, Spirit? What can you tell us about Mayor Peter Buttigieg? Mayor Peter Buttigieg. Mayor Pete. Okay. All right. Is almost the antithesis of Donald Trump. This is my card for Trump, prior to entering the race. Smug merchant, arrogant. I've got everything. But the traditional reading of this card in the Rider-Waite deck is the Wish card, okay? It's miracles. It's abundance. It's abundance of health. It's abundance of wealth. This is showing me that Mayor Pete is very in tune with a lot of positive energy here. He's also coming forward and he's going to take on Trump right square bang in the middle of the forehead. He's, when I say that, it's almost here in psychic awareness here. It's almost as if, as I said, there's a spiritual element here, a strong push I'm getting from Spirit that Mayor Pete's campaign, whether it's successful or not, is going to make a real dent in poor old Donald Trump's energy. Because he's bringing forward, Mayor Pete's bringing forward this new energy. Okay, so the challenge here, of course, we've got the GOP, but I don't even feel, the trickster, the magicians working there, waving their wands here, setting things up, gaslighting, you name it, bringing forth this righteousness, and of course, they will, when they see that there's an energy here that's likely to get some momentum, they'll come forward and denigrate Mayor Pete in any way that they can. But the interesting thing is, because there is a miraculous aspect to this, I'm just getting the feeling of really bullets bouncing off a shield. I don't think it's going to make much difference to Mayor Pete's momentum, because he's penetrating this illusion here. This is the foundation of the reading. There is a positive and a negative aspect to the Seven of Cups, and it's really around we get to choose. We get to choose how we're going to think, how we're going to talk, what we're going to believe, and this is what Mayor Pete represents. He represents a choice for us about why we hold our beliefs. He's stepping right outside the box. He has brought this South Bend, Indiana. Now, Indiana, I'm assuming, is a red state. South Bend, Indiana. Okay, there's going to be pockets of democratic areas within Indiana. However, I do feel this was someone that comes from the Vice President's own home state. So again, this newness. Okay, in the past we've got, as I said, this is the card of family, dynastic wealth here. This is, I think, is challenging money and politics. Really, what I feel, what I sense from this card is that we've got a new generation of voters coming through. And it is a new generation where there is new attitudes, new ways of thinking around duality in our own nature as well. New ways of thinking around money, and these are generations that have had to really reap what we've sown, and so therefore they come forward with newness. And this is, again, I feel, as he's going to challenge the establishment. Okay, what we've got here hanging over the potential of all of this, he's going into battle here, and he is really coming in as the guard is changing. And I feel that some of those old guard are on their way out. Let's have a look at the immediate future. Of course, the Page of Swords here. He's young. He's bringing through a new truth. He's going to actually, when I talked about what I'm hearing and what's resonating on our ears, when we listen to things, we either accept or reject what we're hearing. And I feel for a great many that they are going to accept what Mayor Pete has to say. The Page of Swords prizes open the truth. But he's a page. He's young. Okay. Sorry, I'll just have to just get rid of that particular phone call till we finish the reading. I feel like anything goes here. I really do, and I feel that that's appropriate. Now, the what is happening at the moment. This is in the position of what is happening at the moment. What do we need to know about Pete Buttigieg? Is this Tower card for him? Is hell and brimfire raining down on Mayor Pete? No. What's happening is, this is the situation for the US. Okay, this is what's happening now. The Tower card. Chaos. What Donald Trump's created. The conditions, the environment at which the Mayor Pete comes forward in. And the environment around what is needed, balance. Okay, now he brings forward balance in so many ways. He also brings forward negotiation too, because that's the other aspect of the Temperance card. And again, it's around what we choose to believe. There needs to be balance within our thoughts and within our convictions. And within our there's tolerance, an aspect of tolerance there. Hopes and fears. Okay, so the Queen of Wands, inspiration around looking. This is always my card around the feminine rising. It's around looking within. It's around, listening to your gut feelings. It's around stepping outside of that box, suspending judgments. I mean, there is an image that's coming to mind that judgments put us in a prison, and it is a prison of our own making. Using this kind of approach here that comes forward with this card, using your intuition, brings forward a lot more than restriction through the judgments that we have. And I feel that Mayor Pete will be allowing us to step outside of our judgments. Okay, so we've got the Hangman. Interesting cards here. The Hangman, as you know, it's when things are at an impasse and they force us. Look at the light around this person's head. They force us to look at things in a different way. Wow. Is his campaign going to go anywhere? I don't know. The Nine of Swords. This is sleepless nights. This is the electorate. Worry, fear. And what might he bring forward? He might bring forward strength here. If there's one thing you could have to say about Mayor Pete, it's the strength at which he comes forward. Of course, I've seen him in his in his army or Air Force, whatever it was, military uniform, and the energy's the same there as what I see him on in the interviews with the press or in his town halls or his other public appearances. It's solid, consistent energy. So that's what we need to know about Mayor Pete. And you saw those cards. My goodness, they were really okay. I found it quite interesting because there was there could have been, if I wasn't tuned into that fresh energy, impulse to go to those quick judgments, but in suspending the judgments, which came forward strongly in that reading, I was able to get more information around Mayor Pete. I want to see, will he actually stand? Will he be the president? I don't know. I'm not even going to ask that question because I don't think that's needed at this point. But will he join the campaign trail? It's an exploratory committee, as I understand that. Will he? What will he achieve? Okay, if he does, on the campaign trail, what will he achieve? What will he achieve? resonance. What will he achieve? What will Mayor... Let me just cut the deck and shuffle again. What will Mayor Pete achieve on the campaign trail? What will Mayor Pete achieve? Pete Buttigieg. Oops. Sorry, I got lots of cards flinging out. Shuffle again. What will Mayor Pete achieve? Shake up. Hit that. He'll achieve. He'll shake things up. It's interesting. It's like throwing the balls in the air and seeing where they come down. In my case, throwing the cards in the air. Now, what will he achieve? Okay. All right, so he's going to challenge ourselves. He's going to bring forward things that are hidden within our psyche, within our codes, within our what we consider normal, what we don't. And he's also going to be exposing quite a lot as well. I think because he resonates so well, we will actually be listening to us. So anything that he brings forward around having to challenge the truth, we're actually going to be listening to, because this is secrets being revealed. Secrets being revealed. And I think that'll cut across everything during his campaign. I'm assuming with an exploratory committee, they'll decide whether he will actually go on the campaign trail, but he is effectively on that at the moment. So we've got the Nine of Pentacles here. Is he going to be effective? This is around luxury. In this particular deck, it's funny how you get drawn to particular decks. There is an indolent nature to this card. It's like, someone lounging back and, bring me my cocktail, or, tend to my garden, or where's my hawk as it lands on the gloved hand. There is that indolence there, the almost, I don't know. Wealth can be hard earned, but wealth that is given sometimes has this nature to it. And we're now on the many dynasties of elite and money in America. And so we have this kind of indolence. So Mayor Pete comes forward to challenge that, to challenge this new generation of elites. Now, he's actually going to resonate quite well with the average families here. He's going to perhaps even capture the attention of some within the red states. All right. He's going to generally take a spotlight, if you like, to the factionism, to the political divisions, to the destructive, negative energies here, secrets to be revealed. So he's really going to challenge the norm. Yep. And the dynastic wealth is mirroring the indolence of this card. This is the Trump kind of scenario. Yep, and he's going to bring forward the balance here, which is really lovely because it's balance in relation to the family card. So an understanding that our families come in many shapes and sizes, and again, challenging our judgments. Yep. And the manipulation as well, the manipulation within our politics. And he's going to make us think about balance. He's going to challenge us to think. He's going to take us on a journey. Yep. And it's a journey that can potentially relieve this, because it will take us out of our normal way of thinking. So yeah, he's going to bring forward all of those things. I'd like to hear more from Pete Buttigieg, actually. I think he's one I would like to tune into. How refreshing. Before I leave, I have to go to the New Zealand Prime Minister, Jacinda Ardern, and her reaction to the the brutal murdering of those people in the mosque in New Zealand recently. One of our comedians in Australia has developed a new hashtag, and it's called Adern Up. So, in other words, the saying is harden up, and our comedian says Adern Up. All right. So the obvious comparisons there between what is strength, as shown through Jacinda Ardern, and what is strength, as shown through your US president, President Trump, which is the more powerful. Okay, so I'll leave you there with that thought. Thank you.